Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the Expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the Expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
So what we have to do is when we get in the spot, we need to create some spots for us. That's the main thing. We need to be able to be in a position where we're able to create those spots for us. For me, being an entrepreneur, I'm not just going to get a business and then leave you sitting high and dry. If you ask me some questions about entrepreneurship, I'm going to give you as much as I received. I've seen people who made it, and then when you ask them, it's like, okay, now you have to pay me for the information, the same information I got for free. we probably in totally different cities. There's no way that we're going to bump heads or anything. We're not competing. Bring me up with you. And so I just think that whatever education that I have, then I need to be able to give that to my own as well. So create the spots. You can create the spots when you get there.
I am a child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know.
There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and go and you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box.
I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know. Just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people.
Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kinston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world.
And then there were 12.
Okay.
And God spoke to me and said, I want you to do a calendar highlighting men. I want there to be men from all walks of life, not just entrepreneurs, not just CEOs of corporations. I want you to bring good fathers, good husbands, good teachers, good coaches, athletes, CEOs, entrepreneurs. I want you physicians, attorneys. Bring them together. They will formulate relationships that they never otherwise would have formulated because we tend to stay in our own circles. So I know what the vision is. I know my instructions. And that's why every year I stretch myself even further.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaugh, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-Star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaugh explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
5-Star BDM, Brand Development Masters, is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services for the small to mid-sized business and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share business development challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement and operations, digital strategy and transformation, business intelligence, digital marketing, and personal branding. Our business and personal branding company has helped a number of professionals and organizations to optimize and grow. This results in more business, more opportunities, better reach, positive outcomes. Visit www.5starbdm.com today to learn more.
Has been around helping communities of color and historically underrepresented and underserved communities, minority, rural, veterans, persons who are differently abled, in the intersection of education, innovation, technology, industry, and let's throw some entrepreneurship in there just for fun. More around innovation, incubators, accelerators. I love the idea of going from innovation to commercialization.
Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a super connector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road, providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming.
How you doing? I'm Rodney Allen Rippey. Yeah, the child actor. Well, now, leading man. Some of you might remember back in the day, the Harlem Globetrotters popcorn machine. Remember that? Well, it was a Saturday morning special that would come on, and I was there with Geese and Tex and Meadowlark Lemon. Remember the show? Well, I had a great time. And I have to say a huge, huge thank you to all my fans out there. Thank you for all the years of support. I went on from the entertainment industry. I started getting into producing and directing. And now, hey, here I am. I'm a studio executive here in Burbank, California at 2526 Studios. I have to say, it's been pretty good, but the best is yet to come. Please stay encouraged. Keep reaching for your dreams and never forget that genius is common. Remember that. Genius is common. No matter what anyone says to you, no matter how tough the road may get, keep striving. Keep reaching for your dreams. And always know that you are worth it. Everything that you put into yourself, everything good that you pour into your life, you are worth it. And when
artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to the Black Business Network. This is wonderful. And I want to say to our business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations, I want to welcome you all to the Black Business Network. My name is Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series. And I am your business moderator for this day on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. And we have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. And the Black Business Network is a global community, sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. And I want you to help me in welcoming an exceptional individual whose passion for inspiring others and achieving success is unmatched. Victor is a highly rated, award-winning, inspirational speaker, youth mentor, business coach, real estate entrepreneur, and published author based in the Dallas-Fort Worth area with 17 years of experience managing and developing leaders in call centers. Victor has a proven track record in leadership, team dynamics, and relationship building. In 2018, Victor published his first book, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness. And since then, he has positively impacted over 25,000 lives through his dynamic stage appearances, insightful Mindset Monday posts, and his engaging YouTube channel, Create Your Future Self. With over 9 years as a professional speaker, real estate entrepreneur, and business and real estate investing coach, Victor has guided numerous individuals to become a successful real estate investor. Victor's expertise extends to leadership training, financial literacy, real estate and youth programs. And as a TEDx speaker, he is committed to helping groups, organizations, schools, and individuals achieve outstanding results. His signature keynotes, including Be the Victor and Leading Leaders Lead, offers practical insights on overcoming challenges, defeating self-limiting beliefs, and developing an unyielding mindset. Victor's mission is to inspire you to create your future self. So, to experience his transformative impact, book him for in-person or virtual speaking events and watch his NBC5 TEDx interview today. So please welcome the inspiring Mr. Victor himself to the Black Business Network. And there he is. How are you?
Hey, good afternoon, Grant McGaw. Thank you so much for that introduction, man. I really appreciate it. Happy to be here.
Pleasure is all mine. I really appreciate you being here. Please enlighten us. Genius is coming, and I will see you on the other side.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Well, it is always a pleasure to be here on the Black Business Network. My God, Dr. Kelly has invited me out. Probably, I think this is about my fifth or sixth visit to this fabulous show. And listen, he is pouring back into the community globally so that entrepreneurs like you and I, Black folks like you and I, can get out here and prosper, level up. So please support in any way that you see fit. Make sure that you share this out to your community. If you are a business owner, I'm sure you're marketing yourself to death. Make sure you market Black Business Expo, the Black Business Network, with yourself along, because they are supporting us tremendously. So my name is Victor Bonico Johnson. You can just ride with Vic. My name is Mr. Vic, all right? And I am a published author. I am a professional speaker, and I am a real estate entrepreneur. I'm also a mortgage banker. That was one that didn't get added to my bio that I sent out to Mr. McGaw. But I am truly, truly passionate about inspiring people to be their best self, to create the future that they actually want to achieve in life. And I do that through multiple platforms, through multiple mediums. Again, one is through the book, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness, where in that book is basically an outline of my personal journey to overcome low income, well, not even low income, but check to check living with the income that I did have, a poor credit score, a mindset that was locked into pleasing others. And I really wasn't maximizing my gift of communicating to the world in such a way that allowed me to attract favorable outcomes to my life. And so what does all that mean? That means that I had to do some personal development. I had to work on my credit score. I took practical steps to get that improved. I had to work on increasing my income, which means that I had to focus on my personal and professional development so that I could continue to grow as an individual and as a business leader. I had to also become aware of how I was impacting my family, the ones within my household and my extended family. How do I communicate to people in such a way that allows them to understand what I'm, focused on helping them with, or to even help them with whatever they're dealing with. I want to be able to be that kind of effective communicator and listener. And so I'm always looking for ways to improve myself. And in that book, I outline the steps that I took from probably about 2009 until 2018 when the book was published, when my wife and I purchased by then our third rental property. So I want to share with you today just a few things about how I'm helping the world. So the book is one way, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness. I'm also someone who is very passionate about learning something, doing it, and as close to mastering it as I can, or at least getting positive results from it, and then helping others that want to do the same thing to master their skills in that same category. So for example, the real estate investing, when my wife and I went through probably our 9th or 10th real estate investing deal, we realized that we kind of figured out some things. We had done a variety of different strategies with investing in rental properties. And we felt that we were in a position to at least share with those that wanted to follow any one of those beginner steps, or at least beginning to intermediary steps of real estate investing. And so that's one way that I help people, is through coaching them through real estate investing. Also, I am now focused on helping people with speaking and getting paid speaking engagements, as well as contracts with school districts or colleges. So there's a litany of ways. You can also follow me at www.bethevictor.us. What do I want to share with you? I would love for you to, those of you that are business owners that are looking to grow as public speakers, there's definitely some ways that you can create a sustainable income through speaking. Obviously, you got to do some of the work to build your brand, as Mr. McGaw is doing to help a lot of folks out there. But you've also got to follow some very critical steps to figure out where are the avenues where your particular niche or your particular message is going to make the most impact on the most people. And you don't have to worry about the payment necessarily, because if you're providing the value at the level that you perceive that you do to those that are looking to hire you or bring you in, then you won't have to worry about payment. They will be more than happy to adequately compensate you for that skill. But I think our focus should be more on how do we create an experience for those that are going to be, impacted by our words, our speaking, our coaching platforms, so that they are able to continue to grow and help others that follow behind them. So put more emphasis on the experience that you're providing, your service or your product that you're providing as a speaker to these event planners, to these different school platforms, or wherever you're speaking at, and making sure that you're focusing on the delivery as opposed to how much can you get paid. The money will come. It'll follow your greatness. And through our Be the Victor Speaking Academy, we're showing speakers, especially beginning and intermediary speakers, how to monetize that gift in a way that allows them to build sustainable income, meaning that that's income that you can rely on, you can predict, you can put your profit and loss statements together from it, because you know that you've got these contracts that extend out 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years based on the agreement that you set with that particular entity. So we're showing people how to do that. We're showing the speakers who are new how to structure a speech. Oftentimes when I'm called in to do a keynote, there is a structure that I want to follow. My opening, my maybe three, what the problem that I want to focus on providing a solution for, 3 or 4 takeaways to those solutions, to provide to that problem. And then I want to pull it all together and throw some stories in there. And so I work through tons of strategies with these new beginning speakers and intermediary speakers to help them to overcome those obstacles and start focusing on delivering a key quality keynote. With that said, what I would love to do at this point is invite people to come out, speak about, come to our upcoming coaching program. We're going to do one in August of this year, August 24th to be exact, which is my nod to Kobe Bryant. I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan. So 8/24 of this year, I'll be putting together a speaking platform, 3-day training session where we show speakers those structures of speaking, keynote speeches, as well as how to get contracts that are paying them sustainable income through those. So I'll share more on the website, www.bethevictor.us, as we come closer to that date. And probably at the end of this podcast, I'll share that as well. I think I want to also share my personal journey of how I got to the point where I am able to do speaking engagements in a lot of places. I'm actually getting paid to do it. I'm able to sell my books. I'm able to have a few people that I coach through my platforms. And where it all started really was one day I decided to make a decision to actually put my story into that book, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness. It was 2015 when my wife and I had purchased our first rental property in San Antonio, Texas. I had just moved from Atlanta to Austin, Texas at the end of 2013, so about a year and a half earlier. And with that new job move that I had at that opportunity, it was double the salary that I had in Atlanta. I had already been working on my credit score, which is all outlined in the book. And when I worked on the credit score, it allowed me to purchase our home and things like that. So we were able to buy a house in Atlanta, sell that house when I moved to Austin, Texas, and we received a small profit, maybe $25,000. But with those proceeds, we were able to, clear out whatever remaining debt I had been working on for us. And then I'm making double the salary that I was making in Atlanta. Well, that move also allowed me to basically create what I call a defining moment. And in that defining moment, it was that I don't want to go back to paycheck living. So what are things that I can do to help build some income for myself and for my family? And at that time, I got introduced to the real estate investing world and just started to listen to different radio shows and podcasts and YouTube videos and started attending seminars in the local community, just absorbing as much information as I could about beginning the rental property investing process. And that's what you have to do, entrepreneurs out there. You got to really, really commit yourself if you want to achieve the greatness that you say you are looking to achieve. This is not easy work, but it is simple work. It means that you follow these key steps. You continue to acquire new information by being learnable and teachable as possible, and find ways to master and really get as many reps under your belt in that particular lane as possible. So we were taking in information. We were going to networking events. I was up all night reading books and magazines and articles and podcasts and blogs and you name it, just absorbing as much as I could. And so May 30th of 2015, my wife and I made that commitment to attend a little weekend seminar to learn a little bit more about that process. And by August of that same summer, so 3 months later, we had closed on our first rental property. And my God, I felt so blessed and highly favored that God would give us that opportunity to put an idea in our heads. We acted on it, and then we stayed faithful and did our part of the process to work on it. And 90 days later or less, we had a property under contract and purchased. And within 30 days of that, renovations were done and we had our first tenant in place. So now we're landlords by following what we heard and in that spirit, speaking to God about what's the next step in our life. So he blessed us with the provision of giving me the new job opportunity to increase the income, the discipline that I had to go through the years before that to get my credit score together and to get my savings back on track and to change some of the habits that I had those years before, and then put me in a position now where the newly built, evolved Victor Johnson was able to step into this new purpose. As scared and nervous as I was able to step into that as a great man, and to know that I was called to do that. And by getting introduced to the real estate, I've been able to help so many other people in so many other ways. And that led to, of course, me starting to do the coaching and getting out and speaking to folks about how real estate changed our lives and things like that. And so now I have the opportunity to work for one of the top regional banks in Texas. And I'm focused on Black home ownership. And in that role, I am the community outreach coordinator on the mortgage team. And it's all about helping folks overcome credit challenges like I had to help increase their personal and professional development like I had to help them to get introduced to real estate so that they can continue to build a legacy like I had to. And with that opportunity, I was introduced to someone who, with this particular bank, said, hey, we really want to focus on Black home ownership. You're already doing this type of work. We want to bring you into our team and, give me a salary now to do the work that I was already doing. You see how that works? When you stay obedient to the work that you are called to do and really listen to what that is, not what you scrolling and come across on social media or whatnot. And it says, oh, that looks good. They look like they're making money. I'm going to do that. No. When you can sit back and actually listen to what is being called for you to do, and you maximize your activity to master that thing, then you get put in positions where your gift has opened doors for you. And I'm not being, religious. This is spiritual. This is something that connects with you on a spiritual basis, because the whole purpose is for you to master something, get great at it, and then to go out in the world and serve others. And the money will gravitate to you. The influence will gravitate to you. All of those things will gravitate to you because you are obedient and you stay faithful. You put in your work, you continue to grow, you continue to be teachable and to evolve. And that's the way that I really want to live my life every single day now, is to be the victor. That's why I call the business Be the Victor. I want to be the winner in every situation. And that doesn't mean that I won't lose. It means that anything that would be considered a loss is actually a lesson that's going to lead me to some type of victory, some derailment that's going to push me into a better direction for a better outcome that I even saw coming. So I no longer take something perceived as bad as a bad thing. I see, okay, well, what was I supposed to learn from this opportunity? And when you take that mindset, when you take that victorious mindset and really believe that everything you need starts right here, whatever your spiritual base is, it starts right here. Listen to your heart, listen to your mind, and get silent and hear what's supposed to be happening for you and what work you're supposed to be out here doing. And that might even mean sending you in a different direction than you've been going, even with the current business that you have. So I don't know who this is for. I'm being called to say it this way because somebody said it to me in several ways this morning through this same type of message. And, I believe that the gifts that we have, if we can just really maximize them and help out other people with that, everything that we ever want will come to us, and we don't have to feel stressed about things. And so even when you feel stressed, know that you're being pushed in the right direction, and just follow those directions and hopefully be the better person in everything that you do. So BeTheVictor.us. We're going to do our public speaking training session, our speaker academy in August. I'll share more information through the website, BeTheVictor.us. You can follow me at BeTheVictor.us on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok, BeTheVictor.us. And, I'm just so happy that I'm in a position where I can join Dr. Kelly and his team at the Black Business Network to share whatever insights I can to this platform. It's been a blessing for me so far, and being able to share this content on my YouTube channel at Create Your Future Self as well, where I share a lot of good content. So I'm not sure if Mr. McGaw, you are there, or if I need to continue going, but I could definitely jump into a topic if I need to. One of the things that I believe that we should always stay ready if you are in the business world, or even if you are a speaker, which is something I'm really focused on, is growing more speakers, is stay ready. I have put together so many different presentations that now what I do is I have a stay ready folder on my Google Drive. And if I'm going somewhere and suddenly somebody knows that I'm a speaker and maybe one of their speakers backs out at the last minute and they say, oh my God, Victor's here. Maybe he could jump up and do something. I have multiple topics ready to go, PowerPoint slides that I can easily pull up on my Google Drive and have that event planner pull it up. As long as the microphone and technology is working there at that facility, I'm ready to ride. And I love being in a position where I can help out somebody and still utilize my gift. Ain't that something? When you can actually help somebody, but you're actually getting a chance to exercise your gift, there's nothing greater, and those are the type of opportunities that I love when somebody needs somebody to come in and, help their new leaders or managers learn some key steps on how to be a great leader. I'm there to respond to that through our Be the Victor consulting program and my leadership talks. When a school district or a middle school or high school is looking for male mentors or even mentors in general for males and females and other genders, we are there to help them to provide these youth programs that we've already got a curriculum around. We've got the workbook for the Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness for school students and the teacher edition. So schools out there that are looking for mentors to help with genuinely connecting with, especially kids from underserved and underrepresented communities, we have our Create Your Future Self youth program, and that is where we facilitate those curriculums and youth mentorship programs. So again, there's a lot of gifts that God has entrusted me with, and I feel like by me putting good people around me, putting good systems in place, and reaching out to the community to find opportunities to assist others with those gifts, I'll continue to be blessed, and my kids and their kids will continue to be blessed. And that's really what I'm here to live and to really to be, is to leave more on this planet than I took from it. And, I just feel like I've been blessed in probably a very unique way than a lot of others. And not that others don't have a gift, but I actually truly believe in acting on things with those gifts as frequently as possible and bettering myself. And I do that to share with others when I'm doing leadership talks or youth programs or even real estate related topics. So that's who I am, Victor Vanico Johnson. You can call me Victor. You can call me Nico. You can call me Mr. Johnson. You can visit me at www.bethevictor.us. And that's what we got.
My man,
yes,
you
sir.
ain't gonna leave us like this. No. We got now we got time to ask some questions, right?
Let's get it. Let's do it.
We gotta understand that. First of all, I like how you put it like that. There's a big transition when you go from a W-2 employee, a check, whether it's check to check, every 2 weeks, every month, it's your, that's how you're getting paid. You're working for someone else and you get most of the time a guaranteed paycheck every time you put in work. When you're an entrepreneur, it's a whole different mindset.
Yeah.
Because there ain't, it depends on how you have it set up and as far as payment and things like that. Talk to us about your mindset of going through moving from a W-2 to an entrepreneur.
Excellent question, Mr. McGraw. So there was a funny transition for me. So in 2018, I released the book, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness, at the end of 2018 in December. And I was working at a company here in the Dallas, Texas area. I was a national call center director. So I had a team of about 50 people working for me. I'm building leaders under that situation and processes. Everything was humming. And I put this book out and I started putting motivational talks out there on LinkedIn. I do this thing called Mindset Monday. So on Mondays, I put just some inspiration out to the world on my LinkedIn post. And so it's never been proven, but 2 months after I released this book and I'm putting some of this inspiration out, my position as director was eliminated at this organization. Jury's still out on what was the cause of that, but right. I was severanced out. And at that moment, I was an entrepreneur. That Monday, I was an entrepreneur. And one thing that I decided to do then, and this may help a lot of small business owners, especially entrepreneurs out there that work from home or have service-based businesses, I continued to get up at the time that I would get up and go to the office. I continued to dress up like I was going into the office, and I came upstairs, and that became my new office. Instead of me getting in the car, riding to their office, I still worked as if, because my business is as serious as their company. It's just no different in the value that it has for me. And so why would I lessen myself, sleep in, and now come upstairs in my pajamas and my do-rag and start working instead of how I would present myself as somebody else's business? And so that was one of the keys to transitioning to that. And once I structured my business properly through my QuickBooks and making sure I had a separate business account than my personal account for my business, and made sure all transactions and expenses related to that business flowed through that bank account. Well, at that point, we set it up where, and especially in the beginning, where I still every 2 weeks would pay myself if there was something to pay. Really wasn't nothing to pay those first few months, so I was in transition. So that's how I kind of jumped into it, Mr. McGaw.
It's so important to understand that journey. It's a major journey, because what I heard there was, first of all, is discipline. You have to discipline yourself. You've already gotten a lot of great experience when you're in corporate America, or you're working. You're getting some really good experience, and that type of experience now translates over into your business. And to your point, now you are the CEO.
Yes.
And you are the finance officer, you're the operations officer, you're marketing, you're legal, you're all of these things. And you need to understand your position as not only just, a lot of people throw out the word CEO. Yes, Chief Executive Officer. However, you are also the founder, the owner, the board.
Yeah.
Most CEOs report to a board of directors. And that is who's responsible. They have a fiduciary responsibility to make sure that the CEO actually lives up to his billing as far as producing a profit or whatever it is, instilling the policies and all of those things. Now you've got to think through this. You've been successful in doing that. Now I want to ask you this. As you were promoting your brand, because what you were talking about, when you're right, you wrote a book, you're putting out a weekly inspirational on Monday. Mm-hmm. And then whether or not that was related to your job or not, no one really knows. But I hear a lot of this from people. Like, how do I promote myself when I also has a personal brand, when there's a business brand as well on a platform like that? Am I only supposed to toe the line of the business brand? And let me just say this before you even answer. And I want you to hone in on this. And I want our businesses, corporate business, to understand this. When someone puts, or a business puts a post out on LinkedIn, it has a certain views, looks, likes, and blah, blah, blah. A personal brand has 540% more visibility than a business brand. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't you encourage your employees to utilize that platform to promote the business? So go ahead.
Excellent commentary there, man. I see it the same way. So to answer your question most directly, I would say that just create separate pages, right? So, if there's a conflict, or even if you feel there's a conflict, just create separate pages for your personal self and whatever you want people to follow you as, and the business as well, which in reality is a better move anyway, because you do want to differentiate yourself from the business. You are the brand. So everything that you're putting out there is attracted to you as the brand, but your business should still at some point operate without you having to be the face necessarily of the brand for you to get sales generated. Like, you should be building something. And so I still think creating those separate lanes is most important, especially if you're in corporate situations, and I've recently had to see that, where I had to make sure that I'm clearly separating what I do with the bank, obviously, especially with regulations and things like that, from what I do as be the victor. There are two different things there, and it's important that you're able to separate the two in everything that you do. And one quick comment, Mr. McGaw, I want to mention. So as you mentioned, when you become that business owner, you are wearing all those hats, right? Mm-hmm. But where some entrepreneurs get it mixed up, because I did, was thinking that I had to do all of those roles. Mm-hmm. Where you have to go is find people that are experts in the things that you don't want to do, can't do, won't do, and have somebody do it, and you like say, well, I can't afford to do it. You really can't afford not to do that, because your business is only as strong as your weakest link. And if you're weak in an area, like especially financially, financial areas, the business won't thrive.
What you said is so important. And a lot of people, because you might be very good technically in a certain skill set, but it doesn't mean that you are very, very good in what I call the language of business, which is finance, understanding the business of finance. And you could get a one-on-one and real quick course, but to your point, wouldn't it be easier to talk to somebody who's a CPA, who's an accountant, who's ran a small business, who understands the financial leverages that you need to have, especially you're in real estate. You understand how that business is. You have a great deal of experience. If I was starting out and walking that walk in real estate, I'd say, hey, Victor, school me to the game because I don't know.
Right. Exactly. And that was the point, was when we started, we had to realize that it was more affordable. Now catch this here. It was more affordable for us to pay a contractor to do the renovations of a place than it was for us to go to Home Depot and buy all this crap and start hammering and putting windows in, things that I don't do. So now I'm doing it at a lower quality, which means that I'm gonna have to pay more money down the line to get it fixed the right way. Right? Why not just pay an expert to do that thing in the beginning and get it done right? Measure twice, cut once.
That's it. And a lot of times it's just experience.
Yep.
And I've learned that speed to market is all about experience. I want to know somebody who's already been to the top of the hill, especially if I've been to the bottom. Like, what is up that hill? You don't know. And I tell people all the time, you know what? You know what's up that hill? Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my.
Oh, my. Yes. Indeed, brother. Indeed.
But you got to know, like, all right, you know what? You're going to need this. What's this for? That's a lion trap. Oh, okay. So what you need this for? Well, there are bears out there. You're going to need a little bit less. All of those. But if you don't know the journey that you're on, and you're starting out and you're trying to get there, or maybe you're 1 to 2 years in, I always say 10x that. Talk to somebody who's 10 years in.
How about
Talk
that?
to somebody who's already been doing that, and they understand where you were at. You don't have to repeat these mistakes that people have, because I've seen so many people do it. They'll spend $20,000, $30,000 building out their company, building out their brand, marketing what they're doing, to find out they ain't talking to nobody.
How about that?
Go ahead.
No, not enough relationships. You can't focus on just building the thing. Somebody got to get out there and actually promote it and sell it and put the systems in place. And I think that's what that leader is supposed to be able to do, is find the best way to execute that area of the business. Mm-hmm. You don't have to actually physically do it. You know what I mean? And so you're hitting it on the head, brother.
I love that. Now, I want to ask you this question. What inspired you to write your first book?
What inspired me was that I had just purchased so there's a story around this time, actually around May of 2018. My wife and I had already purchased a couple rental properties, but we ended up buying 2 rental properties during my lunch break on one afternoon. You might say, what? How is that possible? Well, mobile notary came at noon. We closed on one property. The next one came at 12:45. Closed on that property, and I got the keys, and we had tenants in place here within the next couple of weeks. So we closed on 2 rental properties. And of course, I mentioned I'm a spiritual man, so I posted, God is so good to be able to put us in position to where we can close on these 2 rental properties in a couple of days, or during the lunch break. And so from there, my sister, who lives in another state, reaches out to me and says, what are you doing out there in Texas? I mean, you're killing it. You just bought 2 rental properties during your lunch break. My God, that is incredible. Can you teach me and my sister, some of my girlfriends, how we could do this, or give us some tips on what we could do? And what I realized after doing these Zoom calls, Grant, was there were some of them dealing with credit challenges. I dealt with that. There were some of them didn't have enough money and were looking for funding resources. Of course, I dealt with that. Some of them just had fear, lack of knowledge. There were all the things I dealt with. And so I didn't feel like I was making as big an impact as quickly through these Zoom calls. And one day it hit me, I should write a book that outlines everything I did from cleaning up my credit, increasing my income, learning the process and the business of rental property investing. And that's what put together was what came out of that was Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness.
Now, I love that. Real world experiences.
Yes.
People resonate with that. We're like, what was it really like? Everybody wants, everybody at the end of the rainbow, you get the pot of gold. Like, listen,
yep. Exactly.
This is a whole journey that you're going to have to go through. You may or may not want to walk down this road. You got to know what you're going to be doing. I am so glad that you have shared with us, Victor. This is wonderful. Before I let you go, tell us again how to contact you.
You can follow me at www.bethevictor.us and learn more about some of the great ways that I'm contributing to this earth. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn at bethevictor.us. And then on my YouTube channel at Create Your Future Self. I got about 5 years of content there, wonderful things in there that you can follow and listen and learn from. And you can always get the book on, you can always get the book on Amazon, Proven Pathways to Wealth and Happiness on Amazon and Kindle.
Man, this has been wonderful. Thanks you again for being on the Black Business Network. You will be asked to come back. We need more of you on the show. So hopefully we will see you here in June. Genius is common. Now see you on the other side. Wonderful information. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App that is on the screen below. That is $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. You can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. And we want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for May 2024. They include NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, 5-Star BDM, Lotus Rocher Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Hello LLC, BHS and Associates, Margin McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, the Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I will see you on the other side.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the Expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the Expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6, and then I traveled back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting, and she does a lot of artistic things, and then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglass Lab. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, you know, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you know, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style, and it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, you know, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, you know, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at it. You know, I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. You know, I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. You know, people asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show. Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest black business showcases in the history of black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. Please donate to the Black Business Expo USA Scholarship Fund.
The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics are essential platforms for black business owners globally. They provide the tools and support you need to succeed in today's competitive marketplace. Join us today as we collaborate together with businesses from around the world to support our children, students, and young future entrepreneurs, black businesses, and corporations. We raise funds for students going to college and young entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be business owners, and we invite you to be a contributor today. Visit the website www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to connect with and learn more about how the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics can help you not only share your amazing business story to businesses, but also serve future generations. Hello, my name is David Jones, CEO and co-founder of the Hello LLC, where we help businesses build a culture, brand and experience, and leverage technology to pivot into Web3. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into Roku, Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Spotify, Twitch, and Google Podcasts. Tune in, turn on, and let's thrive.
And then there were 12.
Okay.
And God spoke to me and said, I want you to do a calendar highlighting men. I want there to be men from all walks of life, not just entrepreneurs, not just CEOs of corporations. I want you to bring good fathers, good husbands, good teachers, good coaches, athletes, CEOs, entrepreneurs. I want you physicians, attorneys. Bring them together. They will formulate relationships that they never otherwise would have formulated because we tend to stay in our own circles. So I know what the vision is. I know my instructions. And that's why every year I stretch myself even further.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Welcome, 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 everyone. Good day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series. And I am your business moderator for this day on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. And tonight, please join me in welcoming the distinguished Shanitria Moore. She is a proud native of Atlanta, Georgia, and a United States Army veteran. Shanitria has called West Palm Beach, Florida home since 1992, and she earned a bachelor's degree in business administration and marketing from Clark Atlanta University and a medical specialist diploma from the Academy of Health Science at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, where she received an Army Accommodation Award for her professionalism. Shanitria is deeply involved in her community, owning She Holdings LLC, a marketing and promotion company, and Shea's Community Initiatives Incorporated, a nonprofit organization. She focuses on educating and supporting veterans and highlighting positive Black males through her Project 12 initiative, which celebrates its 10-year anniversary in Palm Beach and 5 years in Broward and Dade just this past year, it was in February 2024, and she's honored over 180 men. Her accolades include Legacy's Top 25 Most Influential Black Women in Business, the President Joe Biden Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, and the American Heart Association's Women of Impact nominee. Shanitria is also a board member of the Thomas Leroy Jefferson Medical Society and a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Please welcome the exceptional Shanitria Moore.
How you doing, Grant?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
always a pleasure. We're going to have a fireside chat, me and you. We're going to have a conversation here today. Here for us, it's Sunday evening. What better time to have an inspirational conversation about your business, why you do what you do. What is motivating you? Because all those accolades I just read are phenomenal. So I want to get a better understanding of what gets you up and motivated in your business every day.
Well, first of all, thank you. And I didn't pay him to say those things either. I was sharing with someone just yesterday. There's something called passion, which is a secret sauce. And when you find something that you're passionate about, or you interact with people that are passionate about what they're doing, it's a difference. It just takes it to a whole nother level. And so those two niche products that you mentioned, which I'm sure we will dive into a little bit later on, those are passion points for me. And so because they're passion points, even though they require work, it doesn't necessarily feel like work for me. And so my passion is what drives me, to answer your question in short. It's the passion.
Well, it shows. I get energized every time I interact with you. You are very energetic. You just have a good energy that flows from you, and it's natural. It's not something you have to get amped up to do. You bring energy to a room. You're electrifying. I was at just recently. I think it was in the February time frame. We were up there at Boca West, and all the festivities were going on. We're about to celebrate these 24 Black professional men from Dade, Broward, and West Palm Beach, and everything was kind of flowing at a certain level. But when you took the mic, it was game on. I mean, like Sinitra, like, whoa, we're going to get this party started. We're going to get this going. We are here to celebrate professionalism at the highest level. You bring that energy. Have you always done that throughout your career?
I've always been high energetic and active, and part of that energy thing comes from taking care of yourself, making sure you eat right, exercise. There's certain endorphins, happy endorphins that are released when you exercise. So all of that plays a part. But by nature, I am a happy, joyous. I've been told I even smile in my sleep. So that is my natural makeup. But again, when we haven't always been working in our passion. And so when you put passion and you finally uncovered and discovered what it is that you are passionate about, and you put that on top of something on a person like myself, it just takes it to a whole nother level. And you're right. When I get in that room with you guys, and I'm sure we'll dive into that because we're in the month of June. It's Men's Month. It's all about the men, and one thing I like to do, Grant, and you can attest to this, when it's all about the men, it's all about the men. You didn't see any posters of me up. You saw only posters of men. And we want to make sure that when it's about the mothers in May, it's about the mothers. But when it's about the men in June, it needs to be about the men. So, I think the fact that we are tripod, we're body, soul, and spirit. And I understand those three parts, and I try to work on them collectively together to bring that positive energy. What you see is the end result of me working and feeding those three areas, not neglecting either one of them.
Aha. Well said. Well said and well fed, for sure. And what you just brought up, so it's June, right? June just kicked off. I think we're June 2nd right now. And it is, for men, so Father's Day is coming up. And as a father, I understand what you just said, because a lot of times our day, we don't really put it out front as much. Definitely not on the same level as Mother's Day. There's no doubt about it. Christmas, other holidays, you might get some love, a lot more love on your birthday. But Father's Day, you get the tie, you get the little, it's not a big deal. You've made it a big deal. And it's important that our Black males are celebrated because, and we've talked about this, but I have to talk about it because I see it still happens every single day. And it's made me not want to tune into either my local news or even national news, because I already know what's going to come on. They're going to showcase, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but they definitely, for someone who's only 13, 14% of the population, I'm going to be prime time every single night, usually with some kind of criminal activity. Every single night. You're going to tell me I'm 13% of the population. However, I'm 80% of the criminal news that comes on every single night. So this is the image that the persona that's fed to our children every single day, as they become adults, every single day, as they become middle aged, every single day, as they get older, every single day. This is the persona. You saw this and said, I need to change that. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. And you know, there's this thing where I read this book or listened to this tape series. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, right? I'm sure you are very familiar with that. And men are visual, and women are more. We're moved by what we hear. And men are moved by what we see. Men are moved by what they see. My whole point of saying that, if you keep feeding negative images of someone, of a male that looks like them, eventually that's going to affect how they feel about themselves. You know, not just adults. We're trying to go back and get these generations, our next generation of men, you know, who are seeing this, who are feeling like their lives are being devalued every time they see some type of media. And so we want to say, no, you are valuable. I know you just saw, you thought it would change after the George Floyd, and you've seen how many more guys get killed innocently after that. I just, you know, one recently that just happened here, and I'm still trying to process it, because it was like a young male who served this country, life was just taken for no reason. I have a problem with that. That bothers me. That's the kind of stuff that tends to keep me up at night. And so it's like we're going on our 11th year now. God, it was bad then. It's even worse now. What is it going to take? So I can't stop. I still have to keep doing my part and putting out these positive images. And if we save one guy here or one guy there, no, you are valuable. No, you can be this. No, you can be that. No, your life means something, you know? So that's my why. And that's why I continue, because it's even more needed today than it was in 2014 when I started it, which is still saddens me, because it seems like there's really not any progress in that area. However, we can do what we can do in our own various spheres of influence. And I just know from the feedback from like yourself and some of the other guys that Project 12 is making a positive impact in our community and abroad.
Absolutely. And we're on this network. So getting back to what you said, you're not seeing, sometimes you don't see the visibility. I can tell you right now, because I was a nominee and I was selected for this year, just my local family seeing me celebrated within the community. Even when I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, everybody there like, oh, wow, this is a big deal. They were very, very impressed, very, very proud. It's not going to be in the 6 o'clock news. However, it's on the radar of the people that I care mostly about.
Yes.
And that's important. And you begin to see like, wow, all right, I have to value myself. And because now there's a reason why we need this network. You know, until you can tell your own story, someone else is telling their story about you. Right. Yes. And history will tell you, they, you know, unfortunately, it said they tell the most negative things about you. You're like, well, you know what? That's not the whole story about who I am as an individual in my community. But however you choose to focus on those things, we had this conversation with one of the other gentlemen, Stanley Zamora, that was on, he was also celebrated. We had this great conversation because he does mediation, right? Being a mediation, I said, you know what? This is kind of a conflict here. How do we address this? And he brought up something I thought was like, wow, that's so important. Because remember, you probably grew up in this era that cigarette use was huge in the 60s, 70s, 80s. When I say huge, I'm talking about it was popularized. Every single movie, every single commercial, everything, every magazine you picked up. If you're going to be cool and seen as a positive person, you had to have that cigarette. And then you brought something to my attention that I didn't even think about. You go buy this brand new, a nice car, you get in the car, and guess what you got in that car? You have cigarette lighters and cigarette ashtrays. They're like they're promoting you to smoke cigarettes. I remember being a little kid going to the candy store. They even had candy cigarettes. Now, who would do that? And knowing it caused cancer. It caused cancer. However, they kept doing it. They kept feeding it until it finally got to the highest level. Finally, the Supreme Court had to hear it. Finally, a lot of groups had to say, you know what? Enough is enough. You've got to tell people that this is harmful.
Yes.
I took it to the same level. If you want to really reduce crime in the Black community, stop promoting crime in the Black community. You know, why don't you promote something else? Because our brains, which you probably know about, if you focus on 80% of everything you get is negative, you're going to start doing negative things. So that 20%'s got to get gross. So we need to promote more Sinitra Moores and what you're doing and in your community. And I guarantee you, after all this decade of you doing what you've been doing has made a positive impact. And it's only going to escalate. Tell me what other cities you're going to go to besides what you've been doing now in the South Florida area.
Well, we plan on going to some other cities because I've had other places reach out and say, we need this in Georgia. You know, Atlanta is known for promoting minority businesses and Blacks, but they're like, we don't have anything like this, Shanitra. And, you know, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. So when you think of we don't have anything like that, what they're really saying is we don't have anything that focuses on our Black men. We have other events that acknowledge recipients, and there may be some Black men within that, but we know that women are the majority in numbers. And it's easier for someone to acknowledge a minority woman versus a man. If you look at everything around it, all centralizes about not promoting the Black male. I'm sorry, it does. And so that's why with this event, I'm focusing only on the Black male, you know, because to me, you know, the Black male is our foundation, period. And I know some of my independent sisters, yes, I'm an independent, you know, minority woman, but you know what? There are some foundational principles. And when you make a foundation strong, the whole family is strong. Yes, there are some families strong without that male foundation. But if we can strengthen that foundation, it's even the better, right? It's even more better. And so that's my why. Project 12 was birthed because of my grievance for what I was seeing in the media being depicted. There's been some mishaps for minority women, but they're mostly more about the Black male. And so that's why it was birthed. And when it was birthed to bring all males together. We need the entire male population. We need not just the attorneys, the doctors, the teachers. We need the good fathers. We need the good husbands that support the wives that may have to be the breadwinner of the family, but support them. We need every component to come together. And that's what the calendar does. And new relationships are formulated. You know, what really makes my heart smile is when the recipients come up and say, Shanitra, I developed this relationship that's been lasting over the years. I never would have met this guy. I never would have interacted with him because he may be a dentist and you may be a teacher, or you may be a father who's a coach and this guy might be an attorney. And sometimes you don't cross paths, but they all need each other. The attorney who's traveling across the country needs that coach who spends more hours with his son than he does. Okay, you know, so there's so many components, and that's the whole purpose of Project 12. Bringing men together, developing new relationships, and it makes them want to be better. It makes them want to do better. 12 represents the number of government and structure. It's not just by chance. We have a numerical system based on the number 12. There's 12 hours in a day. There's 12 months in a year. There's so much around that number 12. So that's where the number 12 comes from. Jesus had 12 disciples. And so, you know, Project 12 was birthed out of that entire concept. And I'm telling you, it's just been phenomenal. It's just been really great. We've had a lot of success, and we need more support to continue the success. As you mentioned, we've been in Palm Beach for 10, going on 11 years. Broward and Dade, 5 years, which is a combined book. We may have to make them their separate books. We don't know because that area is so vast. We're going to Dallas, Texas next. Our goal is to go to Dallas, Texas in 2025. We're going to go to New Jersey. We're going to go to Atlanta. So those are the cities that I do know that we are going to hit in the next few years. But we need the support of the community. We need the support of corporate America. I came from corporate America. I just left corporate America. My entire career from graduating from college has been in corporate America, sales and marketing, advertising. And so I just applied that same skill set to what I'm doing today with Project 12 and the Veterans Initiative.
And let's talk about the Veterans Initiative, because you do some phenomenal work. Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this woman is on a mission. She's on a crusade because she's lived this, right? Obviously, she's been involved with black male figures, positive black male figures. She also been involved in the service. She's a veteran, and she honors veterans. I mean, she lives it. They are honored. I want you to talk more about your veterans program.
Veterans, all things veterans. Well, as you mentioned, I am a United States Army veteran, and I'm also, and I know, Grant, you have a veteran in your family as well, Vietnam veteran, and we thank your father and your family for their service. I tell people when the veteran serves, the whole family serves. And why can I say that? Because I'm also a dependent of a veteran. So I was there when my mom was on the home front, when my father would have to go overseas, and she would have to take care of the kids, and she would have to take care of the family. And he may be able to come from Korea maybe twice a year. So the whole family serves. So veterans are near and dear because even in today's climate, someone is fighting for our freedom. It's not free. It is so easy for our country to, you can look at 2 wars today that are happening as we speak, where someone's not allowed to go outside their homes, where they have men with weapons walking up and down their street. I mean, it's happening right now as we speak. And so the only reason America is not like that is because people have paid a price and continue to pay that price. And so we sometimes tend to forget that. I do a special program for Vietnam veterans. Vietnam veterans are near and dear to me because they were never properly welcomed home. They were shipped out and shipped back, and they were not welcome when they came back. And can you imagine serving your country, putting your life on the line, and then not told thank you when you came back, or not being said welcome home when you came back? I just can't even imagine what that felt like. And so, I do these programs, and I don't know if I shared this with you before, but one guy said, you made me feel more welcome than I did when I flew back. That broke my heart. It made my heart happy, but it broke my heart at the same time. And they were just so grateful and appreciative that someone said, welcome home. So that's my why for doing these veterans programs, that, we have to continue to acknowledge the veterans, and we have to also continue to acknowledge the active armed forces, because right now there's somebody behind enemy line waiting to be dispatched, if there's not already been dispatched, to war for our freedom. It's not free. We wake up every morning and we go outside and we do what we want to do somewhat, because we're living in the land of the free, but it's not free. And so we want to remember that. We have quite a few veterans that are dealing with different issues, PTSD, moral injury, suicide is a huge issue in a veteran community because they've not been acknowledged. They're not getting the services. Services are available, but some of them are not getting it, and they're not getting that information. Which brings me to something I started when I started to work both of my businesses full time. Now, I've had the businesses for 10 years with She Holdings and then Shade, which is my nonprofit arm of my business. However, However, last year I left corporate America and decided to do this full time. And while I was with corporate America, I really understood, and that's when my passion for veterans was kind of uncovered. I serviced all the veterans here in Palm Beach County, doing pinning ceremonies, salute ceremonies, programs, Flag Day acknowledgement, Veteran Day programs, Memorial Day programs. And I just realized that there was such a passion there for the veterans and how appreciative that they were. So All Things Veterans was birthed out of that. Symposiums being hosted in different counties around Palm Beach, St. Lucie County, Martin County. We're going to Broward, in different areas, bringing different resources to the veteran. Because for whatever reason, Grant, some of the veterans won't even go on the campus of the VA. It could be something psychological. They may feel like it's a trap or whatever, but some of them won't go. So you got to bring the sources to them and let them know these things are available for you. And so that's what we do with these different symposiums. We bring the resources out to the veterans. We bring partners that are partnering with the VA Medical Center, who's been a phenomenal support system for these initiatives. And they come out and they tell the veterans about these services, not only for the veterans, but for the veterans' benefit, their spouses, their children. And so actually we're having one here in Palm Beach County on Tuesday, at the Riviera Beach Marina on this Tuesday at 10 a.m. We're having our first of the series of symposiums that will go from June through September, hosting these different symposiums, bringing this information out to the veteran and making sure that they are getting the resources and the information for the resources that are available to them.
Well, I thank you so much for doing that. As we bring all that together, I think if you're a Black male veteran, and these are heavy psychological loads that you have, and then people over
time. But you know what, Grant? Most of the veterans I honor are not Black males. They are males, but they're not Black males. I'm a member of an American Legion, which our American Legion is pretty much 99% Afro-American male. But the men in the community at large are primarily Caucasian males. So you know what? I look back over my experiences, and I was called to do this. Why do I say that? My first 2 jobs out of college were predominantly Caucasian males. I was the only minority on the sales force with my first job. Not only was I a minority woman, I was the only minority, period, in a predominantly Caucasian male industry. Okay, so that was my second job, the rental car industry. Again, predominantly Caucasian male industry, and then me. Not only the only Black male manager again, but a female manager at that, and then the only minority manager in this industry. So it's like I was tailor-made for what I'm doing to honor men abroad, but realizing that our males need recognition as well, and that we need to change the image that's being depicted of them through the Project 12 initiatives.
So tell me more about your business from a marketing, promotional. I mean, you've got a whole suite of services that you provide. We need to know about this. So people say, how can I participate? How can I work with Sinitra? I mean, how can she help me in my business?
Well, it's so funny. One of my friends said, Shanitra, you're an event planner. I'm like, no, I'm not. But I can't add that to my list of things that I do, because I plan and organize all of my events, all of my symposiums that I host. I market them. And I do have people that work with me, administratively, or who help me with different marketing resources, such as yourself. I got to say thank you so much for that promotional video. Both of my videos, your services actually did those, and you did a phenomenal job. And we're going to be doing more work in the future. And so thank you so much for that. And so we have partners such as yourself that help me along the way, but I plan, organize, and market these events, and they keep me pretty busy. But outside of that, through my nonprofit, we give out scholarships, and we are still raising money for our youth that have just graduated, that are, some are going to school early, they're going to summer school, they're taking some extra classes. So I know that the Black Business Olympic Network is also raising money for scholarship. We know every dime helps when someone's going off to school. I mean, back in my day, books were $300 a piece. I can imagine, you know, with this technological age, that they're just as expensive today if you want an actual hardback book versus doing everything online. So we give out scholarships. When it was in the midst of COVID and the gases were through the roof, my nonprofit partnered with some local community partners here and gave out $1,000 in gas cards. You know, and you know, the seniors especially, and those people that couldn't get to work because they didn't have any gas, they really appreciated that. So we do other initiatives, and these initiatives are done. The marketing part of it is done through She Holdings, because that's what marketing, advertising, publishing, and then the actual events are done through Shades Community Initiative, which is my nonprofit arm, and they work collaborative together. Although we do some things separate, but those pretty much work together to make sure that these events are a success. How can you help support our initiatives? You know, I get different cities that are calling me. We need you to do a veterans initiative in our city. So, you know, last year I did 10 veterans events. This year I'll do 11. And we're adding cities along the way. You know, even with the Project 12 initiative, I don't know if I shared this with you, but we're going to add a new initiative under that Project 12 umbrella called the Peak 12 one-day training camp.
Nice.
And that's going to be right before school starts, ages 9th graders through 12th graders. And what we're doing is we're reaching out to different male mentoring groups, and we're going to have them come together on a Saturday. We won't keep them all day, 9 to 3. And I'm going to have some of our past recipients, such as yourself, come and give them like a 30, 35, 40-minute segment, you know, on different avenues of life, whether it's etiquette. I'm still writing out the curriculum because I have to get with you guys to be like, what is important at this stage of a guy's life? I know manners is big for me. So we're going to have a course on etiquette, business etiquette, you know, because we're in a society where everybody feels like anything goes. And in this society, manners will still get you in the door. Okay. Yeah. Being professional will still get you in the door, even though society may make it look like it does not. So we're going to have different segments, and then we're going to gather the guys back together because we have to keep their attention span, and do like a quick pop quiz and give out gift cards for each segment, you know, when they come together, like a pep rally. You've been in class, then you have a pep rally. What did you learn in that segment that Grant taught you guys? Mr. McGaw, what did you learn? You know, and we're going to make it very fun before they go back to school. And it's called a Project 12, Peak 12 one-day training camp for these young men, just preparing them for the rest of the year. So I'm excited. That concept was actually birthed in me after you guys' event in February. And so we're super excited about that.
I'm super excited about that. That's how you make it sustainable, that it takes root and really grows. You've already had 180 men as far as in your Project 12 that have crossed your stage. Now, how do you take that 180 and then bring it to another level? So you know what? If this 180 could influence another 180 young Black males, that's wonderful. And they can influence another 180. Now we've got some growth going. And then we have a network like we're right now that we're promoting it. We're talking about it. They can see it. So we have our own media. We're telling our own story. Yeah. So that goes into where Dr. Kelly has been talking about for as long as I've been involved with him. Like, we've got to tell our story. we've got to take control. We cannot expect another group of individuals to tell our story accurately. We've got to tell our own story. And the more we have that much control, the better off it's going to be. Because there are a lot of phenomenal professionals that have achieved a great deal. And like you said earlier, not just in like they became the mayor, they became a lawyer. No, you were the father and the cornerstone of your family. And you're able to tell that story every day. And then what you did, on your road through survival, understanding that everybody in the Black male community is, in an impoverished situation. There are many different stratas of the economic ladder, but we need to get the voice of the entire ladder, not just everybody who's a super millionaire ball player or whatnot, and somebody who's, unfortunately involved in criminal activity. There's a whole lot, in between all of that, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we got to control our narrative.
We got to control.
We got to control. Our guys need to hear from you guys. I'm not perfect, but I'm striving towards perfection. And what Project 12 does is we focus on your strengths and allow you to shine in that area so that you can impact someone else positively. And so, not that you guys are perfect, but you are striving towards perfection. I often hear from you all that, Shanitra, it makes me want to be better. It makes me want to do more. Now that you've honored me, I feel like a celebrity.
Oh, yeah, no, you have done a great deal. We've had a great conversation. We're going to have to break at this point in time, but I want you to tell us again how to get in contact with you. And again, when is the next? I think you mentioned something. You have another program coming up here very shortly.
Well, the way you can get in touch with me is I'm on all the social media platforms. I'm on LinkedIn, Shanitra Moore, Facebook. My Facebook page is She Holdings, and my website is sheholdingsllc.com. That's sheholdingsllc.com. I can be reached at 561-632-6051. Looking for those community partners that want to partner with some of these initiatives that we're doing. Thank you for all of my community partners that have gotten us thus far. We're shooting for the moon and the stars. And thank you, Dr. Kelly and the Black Business Network for this opportunity. And of course, Grant, forever grateful to you and your platform, and also for all that you do in the community.
Well, genius is common, and we will see you on the other side. Thank you for being part of the Black Business Network.
Thank you.
That was wonderful. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Students, you can go to blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App that is on the screen below. That is $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students, you can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. And we want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for May 2024. They include NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, 5-Star BDM, Lotus Rocher Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Hello LLC, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shiny Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I will see you on the other side.
Art to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. It explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at. The way I feel when I'm drawing, when I'm creating something, is I feel free. I feel like there is an anticipation of something that's going to come. I try not to draw first. I try to draw second. And what I mean by that is I try to allow myself to kind of get into the piece and just relax. Sometimes I miss time. I'll draw 2-3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. And while I'm drawing, it's just a free. I just feel free. I mean, I feel like time stands still. That's what it's all about in terms of the lines and the colors of my work, is to get an expression, to go deeper and past just what you see on the surface, but to go in and try to find an expression that everybody gets a different taste of what that expression is, whether it's anger or whether it's being happy or whether it's being, kind of calm or nonchalant. That expression that people take away from the piece is the most important part of what I do as an artist. Bold is the size of my pieces, where I try to do the piece larger than life, to kind of push forward toward you. That's what the boldness is all about. It's not so much about the lines, it's about the size. The face of
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the Expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the Expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side. Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
The Black Business Expo is changing my life. This year, they are giving away laptops and even $5,000 in cash to students just like me. I'm Alexis, and I want to go to college to fulfill my dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Help the Black Business Expo going to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com and also becoming a vendor, a sponsor, or donating.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. please donate to the Black Business Expo USA Scholarship Fund.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6, and then I traveled back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting, and she does a lot of artistic things. And then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglass Lab. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, you know, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you know, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style, and it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, you know, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, you know, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at them. You know, I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. You know, I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. You know, people asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show. Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, to dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Welcome, everyone. Good day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series. And I am your business moderator for this day on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. And please join me in welcoming the acclaimed Dr. Eric Kelly III, a multifaceted business leader, entrepreneur, artist, author, poet, and community activist from Durham, North Carolina. Born in Washington, D.C., Dr. Kelly has been the CEO of the Black Business Expo USA for over 40 years, making it one of the largest business showcases in Black America. Dr. Kelly's purpose for the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarships for high school graduates to attend college. He has awarded more than 25 deserving students with laptop computers and scholarship funds every year. And this success has made him a respected host on local radio and television shows. The mission of the Black Business Expo USA is to foster economic inclusion and support aspiring students and entrepreneurs. The event includes a week-long pitch event for everyone, all entrepreneurs from all walks of life, to present their ideas and allow students to win scholarships and laptops. The Black Business Olympics features over 140 plus speakers covering diverse perspectives on the state of Black business, entrepreneurship, and economic development. Dr. Kelly's work is a beacon of inspiration, motivating and connecting Black entrepreneurs and communities worldwide. Please welcome the extraordinary Dr. Eric Kelly III.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, Grant. You know, many times when people are being introduced, the person that comes after the introduction says, man, I don't know who that was, but that's not what I do. I come and say that I'm grateful for having the opportunity to live a life where I had an opportunity to change lives. Having an opportunity to not only change lives, but have an opportunity to listen to people who want their lives changed. And I want to tell you before I get started, you know, this is the closeout session. Want to tell you thank you so very much for your leadership. You know, many times I ask the questions, how do you teach leaders to lead? And the answer to that is you can't teach a leader to lead. Either they are a leader or they are a follower. And so as we get ready to go into this portion of the show, I just like to tell you, I'm grateful, I'm humble, and I'm honored that you introduced me this evening. And definitely I'm honored that you work with the team that makes this happen, because this is one of the largest business shows, live business shows that's ever happened before in the world.
Wow, and I can't say that even more. I'm doing some research because Dr. Kelly taught me research. I'm researching right now if we are breaking a world record according to Guinness Book because of longevity and having a live television show network that features for 7 full days. I think it's 12 speakers a day, not even counting all the moderators. We're talking about every month for a very long period of time. The longevity, the consistency that I know has broken a record. And I want to thank you for your energy and support for Black businesses worldwide. Thank you so much.
And of course, when you start talking about breaking records, we have to say that for the last 4.5 years, we have had speakers, over 4,000 speakers to speak live. And of course, when you say live, that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. Go live.
Well, genius is coming, and I will see you on the other side.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good evening, good evening. You know, when we get to this point, we got to kind of reflect on the past week. When we think about Black businesses globally, we think about Black businesses all over the world, we have to begin to think, why do we do what we do? There are many organizations out there who handle economic development, economic empowerment. And of course, there are a lot of organizations out there that really put in the hard work. So we're not here to say that we put in the hard work harder than anyone else. We're here to say that we are part of the fabric of Black businesses globally. The Black Business Olympics started when the pandemic started. And it was just going to be a 1-week show. And that 1-week show was just only supposed to be from 10 to 4 for business owners to look at how they start their business, how they empower themselves, how they advertise and do public relations for their business, how they use the internet for their business, how they did diversity, equity, inclusion for their business, how they interface their business with young people, and then how they dealt with the culture of Black business. And then, of course, the new innovations of Black business. And so on Monday, we had business owners from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. And we had business owners to talk about empowerment, education. We had business owners on Tuesday to talk about advertising, public relations, marketing, merchandising, and sales. When you're in business, you want to have some inspiration, which is what we also talked about on Monday. Then you want to understand, what is your advertising? What are the bells and whistles? What are your features and benefits? And then, of course, how does the news perceive you? What is your public relations? And then, how do you market your business? That's the gas that goes into the car that makes the car move. And of course, if you don't understand how to sell your business, then your business will not survive. As we looked at Tuesday, merchandising was key, as merchandising is what I call the extra money of the business. That's when your brand is so powerful until you can staple your name on a product and people will buy it. Then, of course, on Wednesday, 64 ways to do your business on the internet. What do you need to do to create a company that people globally can reach out to you? Do you log into LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook? Do you do an email campaign? What do you do with social media, TikTok? What do you do with social media to promote your business or to advertise or to market your business? And then, of course, diversity, equity, inclusion, and access to money on Thursday, which is very, very important. If you don't have access to the money, how are you going to do business? And the word diversity means change. And if you don't have multiple people working with you from different parts of the world and different parts of the agenda, how do you become the best at what you do? Then, of course, on Friday, how to bridge the generational and digital divide. And that is very important on Friday, because as we look at what's going on in the world with AI, as we look at what's going on in the world with the metaverse, as we look at what goes on in the world with our young people. The average age on the planet is 27 in North America. In Australia is 25. In Europe is 24. Listen, in South America is 26. In Africa is 14. So we have to begin to understand that if you have clients and customers that are 40 years right now, in 20 years, you will be out of business. In 10 years, you possibly will be out of business. And so on Saturday, which was yesterday, we did Black business and the culture. What is the culture when it comes to business? How do we blend how we feel and how we move as a race of people through utilizing the culture. Now, as we get to today, it's all about innovation. It's all about what's next. What do we go? How do we turn the page as Black business owners to meet the challenges of tomorrow? For those of you who have been here with us, it's been a great run again. As when we first started out, we did 1 month. Then we did quarterly, 4 months. Then after we did 4 months, we did every other month. Last year, we did every month. And this year, we're working on doing every 2 weeks. We want you to understand that the reason that we do this is because our kids are committing suicide at an alarming rate. 1 in 100,000 Black kids are killing themselves each and every day. And that's the 18 to 24. I just mentioned to all of you the age group or the average age on the planet. If the 18 to 24 continues to kill themselves, what would our future look like? And again, we never mention the 5 to 18-year-olds who are committing suicide. So the question becomes, what are they watching? What are they looking at? What are they being funneled into? And as I've said on countless times, they're being funneled into what I call the entertainment economy. And that entertainment economy includes sports, basketball, football. It includes golf. It includes all the sports, baseball. It includes singing, dancing. It includes entertainment. It includes rapping. It includes all the things that only 1% are going to be successful. So if all the young people all over the globe are trying to get into the entertainment economy, what else is left for them to do? And so the Black Business Expo, the Black Business Olympics, the Black Business Network is all about educating and sharing with kids all over the globe that they can become business owners, that they can become our future. I call it economic warriors. The reason that these business owners come together is to show these young people that they too can start a business. And that is the most important part of what we do. But before I go any further, I want to thank the people who have been instrumental in this journey. And I may thank some people who started out with us who are no longer working with us because they were a very intricate part of what we did initially. I want to thank Maxine. I want to thank that young lady, Maxine McCoy, who started out with me way back in 2020, who was integral in making this dream a reality. I want to thank Sharon. I want to thank Sharon Coleman. I want to thank her for the great work that she did. But I really want to start way back when I was a young man at 4 years old. My grandmother gave me a pencil, gave me an ink pen, and I began to draw. And even today, I still draw and enjoy drawing with an ink pen. Want to thank Henry Stansel, who gave me 5 things to think about that moved my life each and every day. He said the number 1 thing to do is to think. He said the number 2 thing is to sail. Number 3 is to research. Number 4 is to be relentless. And number 5 is to put energy to get to the cash. I want you to think about that as a business owner today. I want to thank Lovella Stansel Kelly, my grandmother, who at the early age went to Washington, D.C., picked me up, brought me here to North Carolina, where I was raised. Lovella Stansel Kelly walked into my office and said she wanted to do an event where Black people and other nationalities could get together, because in the rooms that she was in, it was always said, how can you find competent Black businesses? And so we started the Black Business Expo in 1989. A great ride. I want to thank my mother, Frances Cagle, the joy of my life, the lady I love each and every day, the lady that sometimes says she's in the way. But as I always say, Mama, you cannot be in the way. I love you with all my heart. Then again, I want to thank my sisters. I want to thank Esther Sherrill, who cooks for the Black Business Olympics, makes sure we got food. She's a chef, and she makes sure we have food. I want to thank Lisa, who always tells me that I can do anything. Don't stop doing what you're doing. I want to thank Alfreda Williams, or should I say Alfreda Reddish. I want to thank her so very much, my little sister, who is actually a sponsor to the event. Love you, sis. I want to thank Al Cagle, who continues to be very, very smart in what we do and make sure that I'm on point. Also, I like to thank many of my team members. I want to thank the Chief of Operations, the young lady who makes sure all the speakers get together, make sure everybody gets their information. I want to thank Maroc Hicks. And of course, I want to thank her mother, who introduced her to us, as her mother has been a trailblazer in the literary world and truly has been a heartbeat in what we do each and every day. Definitely would like to thank R.J. Stevenson, Roderick R.J. Stevenson, who in his spare time, in his time running his great business that he runs, he takes out the time to lead us down the path of prosperity and wealth. Definitely want to thank Angel Green, our president. Yes, indeed, the lady who's been making sure that things go smoothly. Want to thank our vice president, international vice president of Sieta Kamar. Want to thank her for all the great things that she does with the event. Now, our board of director chair, Gerald Stone, want to thank him for giving us the bright leadership as we move forward. Gerald Spence, one of our sponsors, who makes sure that he critiques what we're doing each and every day. Want to thank all of the board members, but I also want to thank Grant McGaugh from Omaha, Sidney Wormsby. Want to thank Andrea Adams, Fazelle Malian, and of course, I did say Eartha Watts Hicks. Now, we talked about each one of the days. I'm just going to do what I can to remember who was there. Leah White. She was there at 9 o'clock. She came in and she really talked about her school, the IBOW. Melanie Perry, Zillionaire Enterprise. Jerry Smith, very good friend. Abba Cooper, who talked about networking. Nathan Mugamba from Nairobi. Dr. Shay Adu. I said Sieta Kamara. Jasmine Fitzpatrick, Sandra Thompson, and Tasha Cruz. Our moderators on that day and was Fazelle Malian and Barbara A. Smith. On Tuesday, of course, which was advertising, public relations, marketing. Tuesday was Dr. Barbara Wright, the certified dream builder. Dr. Tandra Price, mastering in the art of communication. Dr. Tony, who talked about Morphus, iMorphus Publications Global. Fazelle Malian, Parenting 911 Coaching University. Sean Ho Hing, Odrelia Clark, R.J. Stevenson, Yolanda Morant. Want to thank you so very much. Kishama Miller, want to definitely thank her. Coco DeBarbara. Yes, a beautiful lady who stopped by and shared with us her dreams. The moderators for Tuesday were, of course, Sydney Warmsby, Pam Kelly, Dr. Shay Adu, and our very own Roderick R.J. Stevenson of Creative Concept. He does production and design. You know, as we continue to move past Wednesday, I want to thank my son, Alan Thornton, my adopted son, Alan Thornton. I want to thank Dominique Milton, CBS MDC. I want to thank Calissa, believe her name was Newman. I want to thank Miss Newman, Renata Brown of Dream Spy TV. And of course, we had a very special conversation on Wednesday with Fazelle Malin, who talked about 911 University. Grant McGaw spoke on Wednesday, Chandra Thompson, and of course, Miss Davis, Maroc Hicks of Miracle Recruiting. She spoke on Wednesday also. Natasha Oliver and Helen V. Hicks. Parenting, of course, we want to have people to talk about parenting because that's very important. Moderated by Fazelle Malin and Maroc Hicks on Wednesday. On Thursday was a diversity, equity, inclusion. We had Joseph Simmons, the Center for Micro Entrepreneur Training, and Kimberly Michelle, and Nancy Song Shelton. We also had Alan Pretlow, who did a what I would call a groundbreaking interview at his own DSDQ facilities in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That was great. Want to thank Michelle Boone Thornton, who really gave us the business on Thursday morning. T. Walker, Heavy Energy, Shay Hampton, and of course, Eartha Watts hits of Eartha Tone Enterprise. And then Thursday night, we had a magnificent ending with the good Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, Executive Women's Success. Our moderators on Thursday want to thank R.J. Stevenson, want to thank Claudette Forbin, and LaShawn Power out of D.C. When I was talking about my team members and people who really make it happen for me, I always say, hold it to my head, but not to my heart if I don't miss you. Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, one of our team members who's been very instrumental, who's been with me probably the longest of all my team members. How could I forget that? Of course, on Friday, we had Quantina Robinson, Rachel Manning, and a young man by the name of Dwayne Golden. We had Bakeka Blakemore, Fave Unite TV, and then we had Dr. Tabitha Russell. I call her Dr. Doctor. Then, of course, we had Favor Obesity, who talked about podcasting, the audio side of it, as we're going to begin to move into that arena. Then Leroy Jones, Dr. Alexis Week, who talked about cybercrime. And then Dr. Mocha Mims, Gary Miles of Miles Magnolia. You know, when you begin to think about Friday and you talk about Gary Miles, you're talking about a gentleman who's created an empire during COVID. The moderators that day was Kerry Jackson. Thank you, Kerry Jackson, as you always do a great job. Eartha Watts Hicks, and of course, Claudette Filburn. Thank you for moderating. And then on yesterday was a very, 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 very good day because on yesterday, we had Namosa, we had Evans Magamba, we had Sasha Walton, we had two-time Super Bowl champion Tyrone Poole, Sidney Warmsby, and of course, Morris Dickinson. We also had the Colonel, Shanitra Moore. We had Dr. Stephanie Archery, Michelle Hayward, and Miss Bonds. You know, on Saturday, we also had Keedy, who talked about health. Don't want to forget Mr. Keedy, who talked about health. And our moderators on Saturday was Sade Adu, thank you. Nikki Johnson, thank you. And Andre Adams, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, one of my team members I wanted to thank that I kind of moved past was a young lady who's been with me from the beginning. A young lady who I sometimes call her my left arm. A young lady who really makes things happen in the background, and that's Miss McLean. Want to thank you, Miss McLean, for Mrs. McLean. Want to thank you so very much for all that you do. Now, today was a day of innovation. Maureen, I want to say it's Matapizza, Mapaza, and Dr. Enodia Forte. Of course, we had Virgil Thornton, Chuck Ruffin, Leah White, who showed up again, Eliza Duke Carter, Jacqueline Lulu Brown. And of course, we had Norma Hollis, Melvina Ford, Victor Johnson. Again, Sinitra Moore spoke. And of course, right now, you're going to get the business with Dr. Eric Kelly III. And then our moderators today was Grant McGaw, Krista Gomez, and Andre Adams. Now, why did all of those people show up? Why did all of those people decide that it was important to share their amazing stories with the world? Why did they come? Why did they show up? Why did our audience, who get an opportunity to see this information forever, as we broadcast at some 22 social media sites, why does the Black Business Olympics exist? It exists to change lives. It exists to not be a negative force in a negative world. Our students don't get an opportunity to see us as business owners. They don't get a chance to see us as the great kings and queens, CEO and business owners that we are, and leaders that we are. And so the Black Business Olympics shares with the world, because we're not just having businesses to market their companies just in the United States of America. We have businesses in Australia. We have businesses in Nairobi, Kenya, the Sudan. We have businesses all over the globe, in the UK. We have businesses in South America. We have businesses who say they want to market their companies to the globe. And that's what the Black Business Network is all about. I sometimes pause and think about what we truly have accomplished. While many people may sit back and say, y'all have not done anything, I continue to say, we're not trying to do just anything. We're working to change the landscape of Black business globally. We're working to change the mindset that believes that there are no Black businesses. We're trying to do a mind shift with students all over the world to think about being an entrepreneur. Because what many don't think about is this phone right here. This computer right here in your hand is more powerful than the US government's computer 10 years ago. What are you going to do? We're working on pushing the state of mind that many of people have, because businesses, black businesses, corporations, they have a mind state. We want you to look at what is your state of mind about black businesses. $11 trillion out there. 11 trillion. 11 trillion. When you think about the 2 billion black people on the planet, Africa by itself has 1 billion. So it's important for black businesses to join hands, to meet each other in a space where they can do business. When I talk about the mindset, what is your set? Who set your mind? Why can't you understand that a mindset can have a mind shift? Now, as I close, I want to talk about the mind print. To me, the mind print is the most important thing of what we need to think about. Yes, we can talk about the mindset. We can talk about the mind shift. We can talk about the mind state. But if we don't talk about the mind print, then we are going to continue being in the same space. The mind print, you might ask, is why do we think like we do? The subconscious mind, which I call the gray print in the mind print, is a space where information goes in. And what you think about is who you are and what you will actually accomplish. Your subconscious mind, which is the gray print of the mind print, has no filter. So if you wake up each morning and say you plan on to be wealthy, not rich, but wealthy, but more importantly, you want to do the things to become wealthy, then your mind print, or as I say, your gray print, would lead the way to where you want to go. The red print is your conscious mind. How you show up. Are you on time? Are you toxic? What do you do? How do you deal with people? That's your red print. And that red print you can't run from. Can't run from your red print, because your red print is who you are. Now the blueprint, and this is the part that gets everybody in the black business community in a problem. The blueprint is, what does your industry do that you are involved in as a business? I want to pause there for a minute, because many times you hear people say, I don't want to do a business like $1 billion business. I want to do it my way. I want to do it how I want to do it. This is my style. This is the space that continues to keep black businesses all around the world from understanding how to get to the bag, how to become wealthy, how to win. Because many times you don't do the research. You don't lay your business out like a $1 billion business, when a $1 billion business is sitting right there that you can study. Now, the next print is the green print. How do I gain money from companies? How do I gain money from clients? How do I gain money from the services and products that I share? When I think about the green print, which is how do I get to the money, I think about salt. Many times you hear you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I submit, if you take a handful of salt and put it in his mouth, he will drink. Ask yourself, are you the salt of your business? Are you the salt of your customers? Or Are you the person that's leading the horse to water? Are you the person that's riding the horse, that's or what we call the follower, that's riding the horse to the water? Are you the hustle? Are you the horse who does all the work? The I-preneur, the solopreneur. Are you the person that's doing all the work? Are you the horse? Or are you the water, which is the product or the service? Or, last but not least, are you the salt? That's the most important part of who we all should be. We should be the salt to our clients and customers so that we can have raving fans. And the last part of the print is this. I call it the black print. The black print is exit strategy. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay in that business till you 80 years old, or are you going to plan for that business to have an operating system so you can duplicate yourself and duplicate your business to go farther with your legacy? The black print also holds in it wealth management. And wealth management is there because when you're not thinking about wealth and you're thinking about rich, as somebody told me one time, rich people are loud, wealthy people are quiet. And then, of course, there's retirement. Retirement doesn't necessarily mean you're retiring from the business and you're going to go to the beach and lay out. It means that you may retire from this business to start another business. And then the last print is the dash between when you're born and when you leave this planet. That dash is called the time print. What are you going to leave here in time? What is your print going to be left here in time? What is it going to be? As I say all the time, let's get away from regret, what I should have done. Let's get rid of anxiety, which in the future, and let's think about happiness, which is today. And with that being said, I like to welcome Grant back to the stage because we're getting to that point where it's almost time to get out of here.
Yes, and I'm telling you, that was beautiful. Love the color analogy. Everything you said is so important, but you have to live these things. You can't talk about them. You've got to live it. And that is what I do through my BRAVE framework. And I love how you just put that together. This week has been phenomenal. We want to all give you a hand. If you can't hear that, that is a hand for many people from across the globe for what you're doing, what you continue to do. And as we all, that momentum builds. We all build on that momentum. And we all drink from that water because we definitely got some salt in our mouth. You heard the whole week people talk about this, they talk about that. That's that salt going on. Like, yeah, that's driving you to be more fruitful and have the nourishment you need to survive. So I want to thank you for all you do, Dr. Kelly.
And I want to thank you for being a part of this journey. I want to thank again all the speakers. If I didn't say your name, hold it to my head, but not to my heart. And I also want to say to each and every one of you, stay tuned, because at the end of June, the 22nd through the 30th, we will be back. Stick and stay. And as we say, genius is common. Oh, I want to thank Bruce George. Bruce George has been integral in the Genius is Common movement to continue to push us forward. But again, genius is common. And Grant,
I'll see you.
I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, my
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090